everyone here. I want to believe everyone, you've gone through the lecture of yesterday. I want to believe you have idea of what data is all about. You have the theory knowledge, yes, you have the theory knowledge, so that everything we'll be doing now, it won't be strange to you. So I want to believe everyone here now, you have the theory knowledge of what data is and what data analysis is all about. So today, we are just here for practical, yes. We are here basically for practical. So I will just share my screen now. So let's start. We have a whole lot to do today. We want to start with sourcing for our data. We already learned yesterday, about data, about where we get our data from. We learned about the primary data and the secondary data. We also learned about the data entry. Then we learned about data formatting, and then we went ahead for data analysis. So today, we have our data already. Because of time, we have just 1 hour and it's counting already. So we just go straight to analyzing our data, because as a data analyst, actually, before anyone will come to you to tell you to analyze the data, they bring it to you in table form. You are not a data engineer. So a data analyst, you get the data in a tabular form. So, and that is what we are going to do tonight. We are not wasting time at all. We are not doing the work of a data engineer. So allow me to share my screen a minute, please. So, like I said yesterday, we have big data and we have small data. So tonight, I'm hopeful also that everyone, you've downloaded the Excel practical 1 and 2 that I sent to the group. So if you look at the data very well, you see that one is small, while the other one is large. So we'll be analyzing both a small data and a big data this evening. So just straight, if you look at this, it's exactly what I sent to you as data Excel practical 1, right? I wish I'm getting responses, so it's fine. I believe you're hearing me. So this is
yes.
Okay, it's fine. Thank you.
Exactly, ma'am.
Thank you. So this is Excel practical 1, and let me just explain it to you. This is an organization. This is a businesswoman that sells accessory, bikes, clothing, and the business started 2011. Even though when the business started, she started only with bikes. If you look at the data, you will see that accessory, there was no accessory for 2011, no accessory for 2012. Same thing with clothing. She started selling the other two, and sorry, let me change this. My screen is not showing what it's supposed to show.
Yes, I was about to say that, because we are just seeing your folder, your what's it called, your documents, but we can't see the
it's okay, I'll check it.
Yeah. All right, thank you.
Can you see it now?
Hello, sir.
Yes, clearly, yes, we can see it now.
You can see it.
Yes. Yes, thank you. Thank you. So sorry. So if you look at the data, you see that 2011 for the business, there was no accessory, there was no sales of accessory, there was no sales for clothing. The same thing with 2012. So the business started fully for the accessory, bikes and clothes in 2013. Now, this businesswoman wants us to analyze the revenue. If you look at this is number. And if you remember the lecture we had last night, I was telling you at the end of the class about how that Excel is more of number. And when you are bringing your information, your data to Excel, the only thing Excel understand, especially pivot table, is number, revenue, number. So the woman, and I also said yesterday that business people, they are more concerned about what come into the business, right? They are more concerned about the money, what they are generating. So this businesswoman now, she wants us to analyze her revenue, the money that comes into the business every year. So for 2011, 2012, 2013, 2014, 2016. So what do we do? Then at the same time, if you look down where my mouse is here, she wants us to also calculate for the year from 2011 to 2016, how much she has generated for accessories, how much she generated for bikes, how much she generated for clothing. Then, if you look at the third section, she wants to know the country that patronize her more. Is it Australia? Is it Canada? Is it France? Is it Germany? Is it United Kingdom? Is it United States? So basically, most businesses today, especially in Nigeria, they really don't have much data. Even schools today, maybe you just have to input student scores, maybe students that are not even up to 100. So you don't really need pivot table for small data like this. All you need to do, okay, we want to know the revenue for these two. Now this will be represented with graph. I hope you are following. You will pick your cursor, your mouse, you put it here, then you highlight the data. This is what we want to analyze now. This is what we want to analyze. And we just want to ask for recommended charts. I need this to move. Okay. Recommended charts. Now, normally Excel makes work so easy for us, so easy that we don't have much problem at all. You will see recommended chart. You are not the one to be thinking the best charts to analyze a particular information. Excel will bring like 4 options for you. Then you get to select the best one that is suitable for what you really want. So for this now, since we want to know what she sells most per year, we want to have idea if it is bike, if it is clothing, if it is accessory, we want to know. So we select this. Look at our graph here. This is our graph. Now, looking at this graph, let's interpret it. Because already we're analyzing, and data analysis is not such a big deal like that. Already we're analyzing. So looking at this graph now, and looking at the table, 2011, it was only bikes. Look at the graph. It's only bike. And look at our charts. You will see blue indicate accessories. This orange indicates for bikes. This the nude color indicates for clothing. So when you look at 2011, yes, it's only bike. 2012, yes, it's only bike. 2013, she sold a bit of clothing. She sold a bit of accessory, but the best sales for that year was bikes, right? And then when we look at 2014 as well, bike has had the highest rate. It was she sold more of bike. Till 2016, she had the highest rate of she sold the highest amount of bike 2015, and this is 2016. So if you are to advise this businesswoman now, like what should she invest more into? It is bike. She should sell more of bike. She should invest her money more into bike, because that is what is generating more revenue for her when we look at the graph. Now let's look at this. Revenue not by year now. So sorry for the not by year now. It's you want to know by what we highlight it. We go for inserts. Please, I hope you're following me. Just it's not hard at all. It's so simple. Excel makes work so easy. Recommended chart. This will give you more revelation to this. You see, bike has the highest percentage. Look at this graph now. Bikes are, it's just, the woman is just making cool cash on bikes, not even on, in fact, the other two, they are not even up to 45%. They are not up to, because looking at this bike now is almost 70%. It's almost 70%. So she's making more money with the sales of bike. Now let's look at the country that patronizes her most. Yes, the country, is it Australia, is it Canada? These are just the basic information business people need. This is what they want to know. And if we don't get this graph, mere looking at the number, there is really nothing we can do with the number, because are you going to pick your pen and start adding them up? And before you do all that, why are you now working on computer? Why are we using the computer? But Excel will just manipulate the data for us and gives us the best. Please, if you have your system with you, I hope you are practicalizing this. Please try your best. As I'm doing it, try to do it, so that in case you have challenge doing this, you can just drop your message on the group, your question, your challenge on the message on the chat. Yes, please go ahead and do that. So now we can see again that bike has the highest percentage. So because of our time, let's go straight to by country. By country, let's reduce this so that we have more space. Yes, so that we can have more space. And did you notice something? When I click on the chart, it highlights the table that owns the chart. You see this? Let me click on the revenue. It highlights also this. So they are connected. Let's assume now I decide to clean this value here. I decide to remove it. It will affect the graph as well. So they are connected already, because we got the graph directly from the data, from the values. So let me use this so we can have more space. Okay, so now we want to know the country. Is it Australia? Is it United States? We just go straight again, go to insert, then you move to recommended charts. You see, we have a recommended chart already. Then you click OK. Then you have your graph here. Let's minimize so that. So already we can see United States patronizes this business more than any other state. Then followed by Australia. After Australia, United Kingdom, Germany, France, then Canada. So with this information now, the woman begins to think, okay, these are my customers. This is where majority of my customers come from. This is what I should do more. Since this is in United States, they begin to use your result to make decision. And that is why we are analysts. They also come to us. What do you think I should do? Looking at this now, it's not hard at all. Graph is made so easy for us, because it's what we can see. We can see already with the graph that United States has it. So we use these informations to make strategic decisions. So we are done with this small data. And in Nigeria, this is what data analysis, yes, it's deeper than this, but this is a small data. And not all organizations, not all companies have big data. So we are done for Excel practical 1. This is it. So I am hopeful you will send something like this to me. I'm hopeful you can do something like, once you can do something like this, you can begin to say, I can analyze with data, with Excel. You are not saying you can work on pivot table yet, but with Excel now you can use Excel to analyze information. That is it. So I hope you are following me. I hope you got what I just finished saying now. And I hope I can move on. Can I move on?
Yes, please move
Yes,
on.
ma, you can.
Thank you.
Is there any question on this?
No,
No.
no, for me.
No, thank you. Please, let's just, because of our time, because we have a whole lot to do with Excel practical. So please, can you open your Excel practical 2 now? Okay, so this is Excel Practical 2. Looking at the end of this, you will see we have 14,000 data. Big, right? Very large. This is a big data. And when you think about inputting this, you will know that it's not a small job before you input 14,000 informations. So straight, with this now, we are going into formatting. If you remember yesterday, we spoke about data formatting, how it is very, very important. If you don't format your data well, to affect your results. And when the result is wrong, you make wrong decisions as well. So the first thing we are doing here is to format our data. Now, the first formatting we are doing is to put this in table form. We need to tabulize this. Please follow me. It's very, very important to follow. Now, this is not like the small data we just finished. This is more critical. This is very deep. So the first thing we do is to highlight all our data. Highlighting this data now, you can just, on your system, you can do Control A, right? Are we following? I really want my students to please.
Yes, we are following.
We are
Please.
following. We are
Okay.
following.
Thank you. So
Yes, I'm following.
I've Control A now, I've highlighted everything. Now with that, you come to insert. Then you can see table, right? You can see table. We click on the table. Can you see something? Now the table, it's carrying everything
Yes.
on my table. We just click OK. Our table is set. Can you see that so many things change? So many things. Hidden informations are being revealed to us. And when you look at this data now, you will discover that it's related to our small data. It's looking so close to our small data. You will see that this is also bikes, this is also accessory. So it is an expansion. Our small data now, they just gave us a small information of revenue. Now we are for this now.
Yeah, sorry.
Now we
Sorry,
get dates. We get the
hello.
date. Hello.
Yeah, please, we need some people to mute their mic. It is affecting we can't hear it clearly. Thank you.
This.
Mr. Oche, please kindly mute your mic.
But I think she needs some response.
Hello. Our teacher and I can speak on. I've
All
muted
right.
everybody.
All right. Thank you very much, sir.
Yes.
So if you look at this data now, we have more detailed information. And I have to tell you that this is the same data with our small data, just that our small data now, we only got revenue information, the money that entered the organization, the money, both the interest, everything together. Now for this, we have the date, we have the year, we have the customer ID, we have the customer age, so many informations. Let me take you to the revenue area again. We have so many information. We have so we have the units, we have the order quality, quantity, the number of products the particular person bought. We have the unit cost, the amount that the product came with, like the production of the product, the cost, the packaging cost. Then we have the unit price, the price they want to sell it. Then we have the cost. So for this person now, the cost for like the packaging, everything for the 8 products is 860, and then the revenue is 950. So when you look at this now, this person is making huge amounts of interest, because by the time you minus 950 from 360, the remaining is the interest of the seller. So, but now, like I told you, we are more concerned about numbers. So when we look at this, when we press our Control End, it will bring us down. We've been able to format our table. It is now looking in a more detailed and more detailed form. Now let's do something. You know, I was telling you yesterday that if you don't clean your data very well, there will be challenge. So we want to highlight this again and ask if there is need to collapse any like an empty column. Like maybe there's a column that is empty or the information there are not correct. We want to remove duplicated column as well. So with this, we come to our design. Then when you move to this place, you see remove duplicate. Don't forget, the first thing I did was to highlight my table, Control A. I highlighted everything. Then I come to my design, then I remove duplicate. Let's see what will happen. Remove duplicate. Let's see the number of, can imagine 192 duplicate values. So imagine I didn't come here to remove duplicates. Imagine what will happen to my results. Just imagine. So now we are left with 13,807 unique values. Okay, we are fine with that. Since we are now sure that our data is clean, can you imagine? Our data is very clean now. From here now, let's also talk about sum. You see, only with this now, without even moving to pivot table, you can do so many things. Let's assume.
Good evening, ma'am.
Thank you.
Yeah, please, can you go over the last process you just did, the removing duplicates?
Okay, let me Control Z. So, okay, so.
I don't know where you got the design, like, is it design now? I don't know where you got it from.
Yes, okay, let's do this. So, the first thing you do is to highlight, Control A, you highlight everything. Then you come to your design. If you look at the right-hand side of your, or let's say the middle part, you see design. Then you come, you see summarize with pivot table, you see remove duplicates, you see convert to range. What we want to do now is to remove duplicates. Can I go ahead?
Yes, thank you so much.
Okay, so now we remove duplicates. You see 192 duplicate values found and removed. So we are left with a 13,807 unique values. Good to go, right? Thank you. So, thank you. So,
hello.
Yes, I can hear you, sir.
Yeah, are you trying to say that if the data are large like this, up to 13,000 something, there must be duplicates?
It mustn't be. We did that just to be sure that we don't have any duplicates.
All right.
There are data that you perform that kind of operation and to come out with is 0 duplicates.
Okay.
Thank you. So now let's do something. Let's go to sorting. We want to sort our data. We don't need to get to pivot table before we're able to sort our data. Let's assume we want to know the number of customers that bought bike in a so month. All we need to do, let's say in year, look at this, come to year, let's say you first select all. Yes, you see that. Then we pick 2014 as the year we want to check. Then you click on OK. You can see everything now is 2014. Everything now is 2014. Now let's look at the number of sales that was made in 2014. Let's just check. Let's Control End, right? Let's just check. So in 2014, wow, they made a whole lot of sales because this is now 13,008. Wait, let me see. Yeah, 2014. They made a whole. Let's now check for 2016. Page 1. Let's check for 2016 to see. This is sorting. It's just make you get up to your information, what you need most at a particular time. You don't need to be going, okay, this is for month as well. Now we've clicked on 2014 as the year we want. Now let's check. Prevention we want for April. We want for April, that's 2014. We want for April. Let's see. So you can see, but just within shots, how many seconds? It's not even up to like 10 seconds, and just click on it. That is computer for you, very fast. You can see everything here now is 13th of April, 21st of April, 2014, and the informations are ready. So the major thing sorting does for you is to bring up informations that are needed urgently. And that is one of the reasons why you need to analyze your data, because you can't have a whole, maybe we tell our client that you can't have a whole lot of data, you're just is there, you're not managing it, you're not analyzing it to be able to get the information you need right on time. So this is something, let's say we want to know for country, we want to, let's check for country. Yes, United States. We first unselect everything, then we click on United States. Then we click on OK. You see, we have, don't forget with our small data, you see 13,786. We already know that United States patronized the woman more than others. So we can see that only United States had 13,786 information. So I can imagine what others are. So that's just what sorting is all about. Now let's also look at something. Don't forget, we are still formatting. Formatting is not deleting. I hope we are all aware. Formatting is not deleting. It's arranging your data, keeping it in shape, getting information faster and all that. So paraventure, we still don't want to go into private table yet. What we want to do is not that serious. We want to get total row. Like you want to, especially for, I'm gonna move this off. Especially you want for the revenues, you want to know the amount the woman and the business woman made in all the years. Okay, first let's unsort all the things we sorted for already. Let's unsort them. I know we picked country. Now you can select all the country back. Yes, I know we made for date. Now it can all come back. I know we did for year. Now we can all come back because we want to analyze everything together. We want to analyze all our informations together. So we have our data back. Now we want to include total row. So that peradventure we want to know the sum of a number. We want to know the wait, I'm coming, please. Okay. So we want to include the total row. Okay, is it. So all we need to do is to just come to our design again. Yes, the design. When you look just below design, you will see head row, total row, banded row. What we need is the total row. You see, we got it. Now, this is our total row now. Let's assume. Okay. So let's assume we want to know. Yes, this is the revenue you see. They've even summed it up for us already. It is summed up for us. So let's assume we want to know the standard deviation for this revenue now, straight. Excel will calculate it for you in how many seconds? I think 2 seconds. You are getting it. You don't need to pick your, yes, please.
Your lost audio for a while, so didn't get the total, how you did the two things is adjustment.
Okay, I'll just undo it. Okay, so please, do I have my audience now? Can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay,
Yes.
thank you. So I was talking about total row. The prevention, you still don't want the pivot table aspect. You don't need that for now. So, but you need standard deviation. You need to know about the sum, the total. Hello. Okay. You need to know the sum total, the division and all that. All you need to do is click on your data, come to design. Don't forget this design is you see design and insert. They are the major words we need to look out in our Excel table. So we'll come to design. Just below design, you see header row, you see total row, you see banded rows. So what we want now is total row. We want a total row just beneath our data, and we just click on it. You see we have it here. This is our total row. Now, when we talk of total row, we want to know maybe this. Sorry. Okay, so we want to, okay. So we want to know the sum of, okay, it's done already. Now, when you click on this, you have so many, you see average, you want to know the average of the total revenue, you want to see the count of the revenue, you want to see the count numbers, you want to see the maximum number, you want to see the minimum number, you want to see the sum, you want to see the standard deviation, you want to see the variance. We have more functions. I don't know if you understand. So Excel has made all these things so easy for us. Within how many seconds? Is it even up to 2 seconds? Just click on it. Just know what you want. That's the basic thing. Once you know what you want, Excel is going to do it for you. So we want to know the sum of the revenue. We have it. This is 1,997,170. We are using naira now. We are Nigerians. Sorry for a minute. So let's just use naira. So when you look at this now, you have the sum. Let's say we want to use the standard deviation. This is the standard deviation, 266.7, so and so like that. So you get all this. Let's say it's the cost we want. Just click on it. Then you click on the information. Maybe it is a student that is giving you a work to do to help them analyze. Once they tell you what they want, if it is Excel or your organization, you have customers, and now these days nobody really use form again. People really, once you come, they input your information on the system. Now they just gather it together and they send it to you. Please analyze this for you. You ask them, what do you want? Now, some will say we want to know the sum of the number, we want to know the standard deviation. Simple things like that. You don't need this, you don't need to stress yourself for pivot table. Just come here, check for a total row and get all your information there. You see, you get it. Even you come to this place, you see, they give you information, but basically it's for the number. So we are done with all this. Let's move to the pivot table. The time is 8:34 already. We have something like 26 minutes already, and I really want us to go into a pivot table. So now let's just move straight into a pivot table. I hope you're all following me. Please follow, enjoy the class. Let's just go straight into pivot table. Now, peradventure, the client you are working for says, I need more graphs. I want to see the relationship between my customers. I want to know more. Take me deeper. I don't want all this. I need more graphs, in short. All we need to do is to go into pivot table. Now, going into pivot table, all you need to do is to click on a column, then come to insert. Like I said earlier, insert and design, they are the major words you're looking at. So you will see recommended pivot table. No, really, let's just go to pivot table. Now, by the time you click on that, this will pop up, pivot table. The name of this table like this, like you can see here, is table 1. So select a table already it is table 1 because we are right on the sheet. This is a sheet, access table, so table 1. Now choose where you want the pivot table reports to be placed. Do we want it on this sheet or we want it in a new worksheet? Definitely we want it in a, because this place is already occupied. We don't want to be going up and down and all that. We want it in a new worksheet. So we click on it. If we want it in an existing worksheet, we click on this. But for this class, we want it in a new worksheet. So we'll come to a new worksheet and we click on OK. Let's see what happened. We have a new sheet 1, and this is what happened. Now, basically, pivot table, it will relate all our, if you look at this, let's go back to our system. It will relate all the informations here. You see dates here, customer ID, customer age, customer gender, country, all those information. Pivot table will relate them. You will see all those informations here. Now we want to relate them. And in our feeds, we have filters, we have columns, we have rows, we have values. This place, you can't get something like that. You can't work with that. So for here now, don't forget, this businesswoman, she's still much more concerned about the revenue. She's still much more concerned about the money that is entering. And she's also concerned about the people that are patronizing her most. She's also concerned about what she should invest her money into more. So she's asking us to give her a report on, 1, what she should invest her money on more. That is the product she should bring in more into her store. True, she wants to know the country that patronizes her more, so that she gets to know more about the country, and then she begins to think about how she can satisfy her customers more. Let's say United States are the best of her customer. They are more. They are the ones that patronizes most. Now let's say she decides to understand their culture well, so that by the time they come, they are feeling more relaxed. A customer enjoys going to a place where when he or she gets there, she feels relaxed. They welcome her well. She's not looking like a stranger, and she's not looking like you're not wanted here. So this woman now, she wants to know this kind of information so that she can use it in making decision in 2017. The data ended 2016, so that by 2017 now, one, her customer relationship it will be better. Two, she will invest more in the right products. She won't go and be investing in accessory when her main says what brings in more money for her is actually bike. So she wants to know all this information, and because revenue is what we are. When we look at value this with number. When I drag this, I click on revenue and I drag it to value. You see, we have, this is the value. Do you remember what we did here? By the time we get the sum here, I hope, let me take it down. I just want to make you see that they are all the same. The sum here, remember the sum we did here, 199,000. Now look at this. You see, it's the same thing, right? So we are revenue first. Then we want to look at the country and state first. Let us start with the country. So since it's country first, let's move country to row. Since I hope you know these are row and this is column. This is row. Look at my mouse. This is row and this is column. These are column. These are rows. So looking at this now, our informations are beginning to make sense, right? It's beginning to make sense. I want us to do something. I don't just want these numbers to look like this. I want them to look like money indeed, right? So let's do something. Let's format the number. Let's format the number. Now, let's format it to currency, right? Since we want it to look like money, we want dollar. Let's put it in dollar, and then we don't want any decimal point. We just want it to be just like that. So we click on OK. Can you see? Now it's looking more like money, right? It's looking more like money. So $1,999,174. That is it. It's looking more like money now. Now we have this the country, but can we know more about states? Can we know more about the states that patronizes in this? So we bring the state also to the rules. Now we have a long information. There is one thing we can do when we have something like this, because we want to put a whole lot of things on this sheets. So we can do something. We can collab.
Hello, sorry.
Yes,
Sorry,
yes.
please, how do you format the what's it called? How do you format it to currency?
Okay, let's go back. Control Z.
Yeah.
Z. Okay, from this, right? We click on this. You right click.
Okay.
Then you come to
Okay.
number format. Then since it's
Okay.
currency we come to currency. We want dollar. So dollar is there already. Then the decimal places, we don't want any. So we bring it to a 0. Then we click on it. Okay. Then we have this. Am I good to go?
Okay, thank you. Yes,
Okay,
please.
So we want to also add states to this. So we move states to rows, right? So now we have long information. We have it so long. There's something we can do to still make our data look neat. We don't want scattered data. We don't want something too long. We still want it short. We want it detailed, and it's still giving the real information. So one thing we can do is to collapse. So you pick your mouse, then you bring it to this, then you you left click. You see, it has turned to plus. It was minus before. You left click. You see, you left click. You left click. You left click. You left click. So it's back. But now, maybe I want to know the state more. I can just left click again. I have the state under United States already. So it's the informations are together, just that it's a bit better now because you can see the information well. I want us to add another information. You know, I want us to like our small data. You know, we had the years and from 2011 to 2016. This one is not from 2011, but I want us to add the year also. Now for years, we want it in column. We want to know from 2011, 2014, 2015. So let's add our year to column. We bring our year to column, you see. So from 2013 to 2016, we have it. So for example, now in 2013, Australia, they bought something worth 74,401 from the woman, dollars from the woman. 2014, this is the amount of money they spent in the woman's business. They put into the woman's business. They bought the products from her. For 2015, the 2016 all together. So now let's see. Let's use Australia. We want to know this the states, the amounts now for by the time our graph comes, we see better. But from this now, we can see that Tasmania bought the lowest. As you can see, $2, $1, $2,261, $1,407. Compared to others, just looking at this, I believe we can make some conclusions on our own. So, but that is just for the sales the woman made per country. Per country. Like I said, this is just introduction. And we'll not do more than introduction. Yes, it's just for us to have an idea of what this look like. So we need a graph for this. We need a graph. It is surprising that it will look more like the graph we have in our small database. Let's just check. Now we want a graph for this. Where do we come to analyze? Analyze. You notice something, right? When we were here, everything we were doing here, we didn't have anything like analyze. That is telling you that a data analyst is more with pivot table. You do more with pivot table, you do more with dashboard. This place, you are not done here, you are not done in this table. You move to pivot table, you move to dashboard, you begin to create graphs, because what our clients understand is graph. What this table they are saying, this is not what they want. They want to see you visualize it to them. This one what goes up and they know that this is increase to them. So they don't want you to waste their time at all. So yeah, now we have analyze. So we click on analyze and we just, okay, before we click on our analyze, I want us to do something. Let us use filter. I remember yesterday, talking about our data format, we also spoke about filter. Let's use data filter. Now let's say this product now, we want to include product category. But if we include this product category now and we bring it to column, our data will be messed up. You can see the data is not looking good at all. Okay, let's remove it. Remove it. Okay, let's bring it to row to see what we have in product category, right? Product category. It's not even, sorry, product category. It's not even showing. The best place, you see product category, is to put in filter. Don't forget what filter helps you to do is to subset your data. It helps you to get your information faster. It makes you get a part. It allows you to cut your information. It's the picture here looks like a funnel. It makes you cut your data to analyze a part to see what the results will look like. Now, with our product categories here under filter, don't forget, it is still in the same feed. This is a pivot table feed. It is attached to this. Look at it here, product category. Now, anything we do here, anything we do here affects anything we do here affects this table. Let's see now. For this, we have only accessories. Okay, let me see. Products category. Okay, here. So, but let's remove it. Let's just work with products category. And we just say not all, select multiple items. So we say not all, we just want accessories, and we click on OK. Can you see our data changed automatically? It's changed. I don't know if you can see that it's changed. Yeah, it did. So, but this is just work of filter. You can operate so many things here. Let's add something else. Let me see what we can add. Let's say products. Let's say products. Now, products. This is, we have all purpose bike stand, we have all that. So let's say we just want to know for mountain, or let's say all purpose bike stand. Can you see something changed again? So basically what filter does is to filter your information, just as the word implies. It just filters your information. It brings out Excel. What Excel does for you is to bring your information together, and at the same time bring out what you want out of millions of number. Excel will immediately, within seconds, bring out that thing you want, that particular information you want. That is why an organization, a company needs to, and especially a big one, any company that is clocking 5 years already, they have lots of data already, because every day they generate data. So now, peradventure, they want to refer back to when the day the company started, they want to refer back to it. They won't be opening paper, be doing this. If they've analyzed their data, all they need to do is just to click on it. This is what I want. This is what, and immediately it comes out for you. So let me undo all this, and just, because if I don't undo this and I create graph, the graph will come out based on this, but we want our full result. So all I need to do is to click on all, it's back, click on all, and then it is back. Sorry, all, then OK. All, you need to click on the OK before the effect will come. You see it all back. So all we want is product category. Yes. So now let's analyze. Let's analyze. You can insert slicer, you can insert timeline, you can do sum of revenue, you can do a whole lot of things. You can do a whole lot of things. Yeah. So we have just 10 minutes more. Wow. So let's analyze with pivot charts. When you see this, is this not looking so beautiful? This is not what table we do for you. This is not, sorry, this is not what where this place to do for you, where we have the sales table we do for you. Only pivot charts can do this for you. So this is what we want. So this is what is recommended for us. We can decide to use, but most time when pivot, when it is being recommended, is because that's just the best, is very suitable for the table. Now looking at this, you can begin to analyze United States again. Already from our small data, we have understanding that United States is doing well in this woman's business. They are really patronizing her. But looking at this now, you can now begin to talk about country, because the years, sorry, the years, and at the same time the country, because now it's still under United States. We want to know, okay, in 2014 and 2016, they really patronized the woman. They did so well with the woman, and then 2013 and 2015 they tried as well compared to other countries. So when you give your clients this, it becomes clearer to them. They understand better. They understand better. I would love us to do more. I don't know our time. I really want us to stick to our time since we started at the right time. There is another thing we can do with this same pivot table. You see, right on this page, you can create up to like 5 pivot tables. 5 graphs, 5 table, yeah, pivot table. You can create up to like 5. Yes, and then you join them together. In that peradventure there is a graph here again, there is a table here and there is a table here, and then you connect them together. In that when you click on this, anything you do on this affects this table as well. That will be taking you deeper into private or pivot table. But like I said in a flyer, all we want to do is to introduce us to pivot table. Before we close for today, I just want to mention a little about data entry. When you look at our small data, when you look at this, truly a data engineer will have to work on this, because this is not something, yes, if you go on freelancing, you will see organization requesting for the service of a data entry personnel. It's that work is so plenty. Or I was there before, so the work is so plenty. It's because of big data companies like this. They have a lot of data they need to enter. But when you have like our, let me show you our small data. Our small data, yes. When you see something like this, it's something on your own, you just sit back and you just type and you analyze. This is not a big deal. And there are ways, like I said before, I said we should have access. Access is a way you can enter your data and then save. When you have something like this, at times it can be difficult for you to export it. But when you have your data on access, when you have your data on access, it is easy. It is very, very easy for you to export your data. So I just want to show you little about access. Yes, I'll show you a bit about access. This is access, and peradventure you have a questionnaire with you and you want to enter it. You want to enter the questionnaire, and because of our time, I won't be able to show you a questionnaire, but I know by tomorrow evening I'll be sending one in. This is what access look like. But you want to input a questionnaire rather, sorry. You just come to view and then you view design. You view design. I hope you can all see me. You can all see the screen, sorry. So
Yeah,
this
hello,
now.
hello, sorry. Hello, sorry. Please, can you go back a little bit? I missed this part.
Okay.
Yeah, thank you.
From where, please?
How do you get to this all accessory object, like
Okay.
this particular
You,
area here?
you know, I was saying that for big data like this, you need a data engineer. Majority of the big data organizations, they go on freelance page to request for the service of a freelancer. But for small data like our Excel practical one like this, is something you can just do on your own, just type in. It's not much, but most time it can be a bit difficult, or it's not safe. The best place, in short, the best place to enter your data is through access. That is even the software and some of the data engineers use. That is that's how we got to access. Let me just go back there. Let me go back there. So this is it. So all you need to do, let's say ID, like the first, when you look at the Excel practical one, you will see that it's ID. Then when you click on this, it will maybe short time or number or something. So basically, this is a place where you can enter your data. Access is used to enter data. Then from there, you can now export, you can import. This software allows you to export and import at any time to any software. So I just want to tell you about the data entry. I don't want to really go into it because it's actually a course on its own. It's a course on its own. Yes. Thank you very much for being here today. Yes. Thank you very much for listening to me. We've come to the end of our class this evening. If you have any question, please let's use the group. I'll be opening the group chat now. So if you have any question, I can help you out with it. I'm very, very, very ready to help. I'm very, very ready to help. Thank you very much. Bye, everyone.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you very much, ma'am. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you very much, man. Thank you.
Thank you very much, man.
Thank you.
very much.
Thank you very I appreciate you so much.
Thank you
Bless you.
very much, ma.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, ma'am.
Thank you very much.
No, ma'am.
Thank you very much, ma.
Hello, everyone.
Hello, ma'am.
Hello. Yes, sorry, please. My system went off. We've come to the end of this class.
Yeah, I would like to
Please.
suggest that instead of the questions being asked on the same WhatsApp page, I would like to suggest that another WhatsApp page be opened for questions so that it will be very easy for us to track materials and resources on the already opened WhatsApp group. I don't know
It's
if
all
that's
right.
okay.
Yes. Okay. It's okay. It's fine. Thanks for the idea. Thank you.
Thank you very much, ma'am. Really
Thank you,
appreciate it.
everyone. Yes. I hope
Okay.
we
Bye, ma'am.
see you tomorrow.
Okay. God bless you.
Bye. Yeah.
Listen, bye. No, why you are using it? I just switch out the battery of this Bluetooth is down. It's a 10%. Oh, this one.
Did you charge it?